I do want to ask about your friendship with Damian Priest because I was always seeing like pictures of you guys together, and I'm like, they're so cute. Like they're always hanging out together. Like that's so cool. Tell us about that friendship with Priest.
We've always been friends since he first got there. I remember he looked like this person because I watched a lot of like K dramas and C dramas, and I walked into him like the first day he got there, and I was like, I ran out of the ring, and I was like, you look like this guy named Mr. Gao in this thing. He looked at me. He was like, okay. And I was
Is
just
that a
like,
good thing or a bad thing?
yeah, and I was like, he looked at me like I was so crazy, and then we ended up started like traveling. It was like me, him, Eric Boogs, and Riddle, and we just had our like little group, and that's who we traveled with. So sometimes it'd be me and him, sometimes it'd be me, him, and Boogs. It would just like rotate, and sometimes it would just be me and Boogs, and like we traveled, and we kind of like formed like a really good friendship there, and that's what I'm saying. We've been friends since he got there. Like I was like probably he'll tell the story one of these days, like that I was like one of the first people that was like really trying to like just befriend him, no matter, like I didn't know anything about him, and I was just like, I'm just a very friendly person. Like when you give an opening, his wasn't so much an opening, his was me just talking and him just sitting there listening, and I just realized that that was him then. But over time, I think that like our friendship helped him to like open up and become a little butterfly in personality and stuff like that. And I feel like he's always been like there to listen like through all the stuff. And every time I've ever needed help, he's always been such a good human to like take the time to talk to me about it and really just like be there. And like I said, we just had a really good like friendship. Like he's actually close with like people in my family because like over time, like during COVID, he was there too. It was like him, me, my family, Casey. You know what I'm saying? That was like our little group. Like people don't realize that he was in TikToks way back when, like from the beginning. Like we had one, it was like me and him and Casey, and then there was like some with like Riddle, and like people don't see that because like obviously our journeys have like come that way. So everyone thinks it's brand new. It's not new. He was there from the beginning. Like what I'm saying. It was just more like apparent now, obviously, because we're in different places in our lives. But like I said, like we have a very good friendship. Like it's he's just always been a good friend, and we've just been there through that time with each other. And obviously our work has taken up us differently. So like unfortunately, we can't continue that, but it's fine. I still, that dude's still an awesome dude, and I always still hope him the success, and we'll always have that. If I ever needed to talk to him, he'd still be there. You know, he actually like was there and trying to help me when I got released. You know what I'm saying? So I always appreciate that from him, and but that's it. Yeah, it's been there from the beginning. We've been friends. We've been really good friends.